Really good looking Class 2 contest here for the second last. Race number 9,000 metre dash headed by Winner Supreme. He'll jump from barrier number 1. He's got loads of speed, as does Classic Unicorn from barrier 7. Beauty Applause down in trip. He's a 4-time winner over the 1,200 metres. Wellington, very impressive though, beating Ping Hai Bravo, course and distance last time out. Multi-Million's a 5-time course and distance winner. Perpetua makes his Hong Kong debut, a Group 3 winner out of the UK. Baltic Success, a 2-time course and distance winner. And Larson, 2-time winner over the trip. That was at Happy Valley. Joyful Union, also a winner at Happy Valley twice over the 1,200 metres. Victorium, Multi-Million, Perpetua have all been up at Chung Fa, along with Green Eon and Larson. Tom, how are we looking speed-wise here? It should be on.
They'll go fast. They certainly will, with horses like Winner Supreme, with the Dylan Moen Bull, Classic Unicorn, Derek Lung and Multi-Million in the hands of the Karis Teton. So the speed out of gates 1, 7 and 12. Beauty Applause in the next line with Wellington. Zarson there with the Baltic Whisper. Larson, Perpetuum, the newcomer, drawn out in gate number 2. He'll be on the far side. Massive Pocket will have good speed to aim at. And Green Eon ran right off last time out. He'll get back in the contest.
Very impressive last time was Wellington. He's only been beaten once. That was up to 1,400. This is back to 1,000. 1 for 1 down the straight. Barrier number 10, Zach Purton aboard. He looks good. And he's moved forward from that win. The Massive Pocket, look, he's going to get this race run to suit. We know he's got a good finish on him. And his work's been really good leading into this. So I wouldn't give him, wouldn't dismiss him. He's going nice. He's only a little chap, but he's got plenty of speed. And Multi-Million, he's going to be up the front, catch me if you can, along with the likes of Winner Supreme and Classic Unicorn, and another one who does like the straight 1,000. So another one who's going well is Multi-Million.
All right, we'll have a look at him again in a moment or so. We'll start off, Tom, though, with Classic Unicorn. He started off his life at Sha Tin, but he's been racing at Happy Valley of late. This is him, Mega Heart, Joyful Union, Larson last time out.
And he ran some quick times in his early stages of his career. Classic Unicorn down the straight at Sha Tin. He's gone lickety-split here as well. Got to the middle of the track and was just headed late over the final stages behind California Deep Shot and also Willpower. So there was nothing wrong with his run. There wouldn't be anything else out of that race if he'd taken Paul.
No, exactly. And look, he's got all this pace around him, but he's won twice down the straight.
OK, that's Classic Unicorn. Beauty Applause, Paul, and Zarson.
Interesting Beauty Applause coming back to the 1,000. We saw the stable do it quite well with Ping Hai Bravo earlier, and he's racing earlier in the card. He has got speed, this horse. He normally gets himself into a nice position. Joe Moreira, barrier 14. So he's an interesting runner for me. Zarson's I'd prefer to see on the all with it.
Yeah, and you can see he was pretty much eased down over the final stages there, Zarson, but nothing wrong with Beauty Applause, swamped here in a busy finish. He's going to get the benefit of the outside rail to follow this time round as well. But yeah, I've got him in. Certainly interesting coming back to the 1,000. All
right, Wellington, though, sticks at the 1,000 metres after winning most impressively last time out. We caught up with trainer Richard Gibson at Trackwork.
Richard, Wellington, congratulations on the win with him last time out. How did you assess that performance?
You know, decent. You know, he was a bit raw and fierce beginning of the race, and you know, in the end he sort of almost struggled a bit to complete the race, but he'd only had a couple of trials. He was a bit short on fitness.
How's he come through it?
Yeah, we're very happy, and horses responded well to the race, and did a nice turf last week with Zach on board, and yeah, all lights are green for Sunday.
And what about stepping up in class? What are your thoughts there?
Well, you know, he's all the racing fans get behind these improving horses, so you know, they're obviously very motivating to train, and you know, we'll just keep looking after him and see how far he can get up the rankings.
There's been a lot of talk about the fact that there's not a lot of depth to the sprinting ranks in Hong Kong at the moment. Richard, you've won big sprint races here with the likes of Gold Fun and also Ratton. Has he got that level of ability, do you feel, to get to that level?
Well, you know, I'm never one really to sort of talk up my horses. I much prefer that they, you know, do the talking on the track. This horse is fast. He's a fast horse. But I think after this race, we'll see him step up to 12 and see if he can front up against the big boys.
Looks exciting. Paul, what are your thoughts about Wellington?
Yeah, I think he'll win. I think he's a really nice horse, just beaten that one time. Other than that, he's looked really impressive in all his starts. He's got a good turn of foot. I think he'll sit behind this pace, and I think he'll win.
Yeah, I agree. He's going to get a nice run behind the 3 up front that are going to inject all the pace into the race, and he'll be there to strike, and I think he can win as well. All
right, there you go. That's Wellington, 9-point rise for that win. Let's go back to the trials here, Tom, with Winner Supreme. What of him? He jumped from barrier 1.
Well, he's got a lot of speed, this horse, and he led, and he was a bit keen in this barrier trial, and we see him do it quite regularly, get out to big leads in these trials. And look, he did that last time out on race day, led and dropped out quite sharply over the 1,200 metres on the all-weather behind Amazing Chocolate. Cheap speed, Paul, it has paid off for him in the past, but I think up at this sort of level, he tends to just find a little tougher.
Yeah, and he's got some internal problems as well, this horse. He is a 4-time winner on that all-weather, but he has won down the straight once.
Okay, that's Winner Supreme. Multi-million, Paul?
Yeah, now Multi-Million's got plenty of speed, we know that. He's got barrier 12, so he's going to be right on the pace or just behind it. He's a 5-time winner down the straight here, 1,000, so look, I've got him in on a minor line.
There could be some value certainly on a place line. I think Multi-Million, race wide, no cover last time out and faded. But he won this barrier trial well enough. That was Capital Star he was beating home in this trial. He ran well on Wednesday night, Happy Valley, but pretty easy there for Multi-Million.
Yeah, Capital Star was just on debut as well, so it's quite a solid effort from him, I thought. Our favourite, no surprises, Paul, here is Wellington. You think he can do it again?
I think he can. Look, the horse has only been beaten once. That's when they stepped him up to 1,400 metres. Prior to that, he's been going really well. He's got barrier 10. He can sit just behind the strong pace. I think he can win. Now, Massive Pocket, he's got a really fast finish on him. We've seen that at Happy Valley when he did win at the back end of last season. He's also won down the straight 1,000 before. He's a horse that generally goes well fresh. He's had the one run in December recently. So, look, I've got him in there for second, and he's like a 9-to-1 chance. Beauty Applause coming to the trip for the first time, 1,000 metres. And Multi-Million's going to be right on this pace. And sometimes a hard horse to get past. He does like the straight 1,000. I do like Wellington as a horse, though, and I think he can win. 5, 6, 4 and 8.
Same trio as Paul, just a different fourth, but I think Wellington will go close again here for Richard Gibson and Zach Purton, drawn gate number 10. It was an impressive return at 1.9. He's at 2.7 here, so at the moment that looks a reasonable price for Wellington. I think Massive Pocket certainly is a danger with all that speed up front. He likes to really hammer home this horse. Massive Pocket made good ground over the final stages. Jerry Chow and Francis Lloyd. That was behind Amazing Chocolate last time out. Beauty Applause goes in dropping back to the 1,000. And while Green Eon was, pretty ordinary last time out, he was on his way to the Happy Valley tram stop, and when he hung out, he's had a quiet couple of trials since up at Chungfa, but back down the straight, wouldn't surprise if he was able to do something. So 5, 6, 4 and 10.
Wellington for me as well. I think Multi-Million would certainly be the hare. He'll be the one to be chasing down, but I think Wellington can do it despite coming up in class. That's race number 9. One more race to go then, race number 10, plus all the best bets. That comes up next.